Good morning, everyone, and welcome to What You Got, the daily show where we celebrate the people, causes, ideas, and moments that remind us life is worth living. Every day gives us an opportunity to learn something new, help someone else, and discover ways to make our community stronger. And I want to thank you for spending part of your day with us. And our question of the day is concerning National Iced Tea Day. So now that I got you thinking a little bit, I guess it's time for the question, what you got?
Hi, friends, it's me, Barry. Good morning. It is a great day to come together and ask the question, what you got?
Now I know what you're all thinking. Really? An entire show about iced tea? Well, yeah, actually, yes. Because sometimes the simplest things in life teach us the biggest lessons. Today we're going to talk about iced tea, slowing down, showing gratitude, meaningful conversations, clean water, and why some of the most important moments in our lives happen when we simply sit down with another human being and talk. So let's get started. What are we celebrating? Well, every year on June 10th, we celebrate National Iced Tea Day. For many Americans, iced tea is more than just a beverage. It's a summer. It's family gatherings. It's sitting on the porch. It's backyard barbecues. It's Sunday dinners. It's conversations that last longer than expected. Folks, it is culture. It's meaningful. There's something about a good glass of iced tea on a hot day. Look, we mentioned it yesterday. I don't drink a lot of water. But this Saturday and Sunday, I drank over 2 gallons of iced tea. I call it my stained water. I don't drink a lot of soda during the week or during the weekends when I'm working because it's just too hot and iced tea helps with the thirst. So I know I should be drinking water, but leave me alone. Tea itself has been enjoyed around the world for thousands of years. But iced tea became an American favorite after the 1904 World's Fair in St. Louis. The weather was brutally hot. Tea merchant Richard Lee Scheiden was struggling to attract customers who weren't interested in hot drinks. So he tried something different. He poured the tea over ice, and visitors loved it. And the summer tradition was born. Sometimes great ideas happen because people adapt. That's an important life lesson by itself. So let's talk about something bigger. When was the last time you sat down and did absolutely nothing? No phone, no television, no email, no social media. No rushing to the next task. Just sat. Most people can't really remember that. We live in a culture that celebrates being busy. People brag about being exhausted. They wear stress like a badge of honor. But here's the truth. Being busy is not the same as being productive. Being rushed is not the same thing as being successful. And being constantly connected is not the same as being connected to people. Oh, God, I love that one. we've got a culture now where we sit there and we can be in a room of 4 or 5 people and never talk to each other. We actually are in cultures where you can be in the same room with someone and you will text them rather than speak to them. That makes no sense to me. But sometimes we need to slow down. Now, I share stuff with Adrienne and we're in the same room all the time, but that's because, I want her to see it later. It's not that I don't want to talk to her. It's I want to share something with her, and I think I'd like to give her the option to watch it later. But usually what I share with her is people getting scared, so I enjoy that stuff. But sometimes we need to slow down. Sometimes we need a moment on the porch. A moment at the kitchen table, a moment in the backyard, a moment with a cold glass of tea and no agenda. Because where life often happens is right there. Let's be honest, we've become really good at communicating, but we've become less skilled at connecting. We text, we email, we comment, and we post, and we react. But when was the last time you had a conversation that lasted an hour? And by the way, I'll answer this one. Mine was Monday, and then it'll happen again on Thursday. Actually, I would probably say that the closest I came was last night when my son and I went to a concert, but truth is, we couldn't hear each other if we were trying to talk. So, a conversation where nobody was checking notifications. A conversation where people listened instead of waiting for their turn to talk. Many of our greatest memories aren't tied to major events. They're tied to conversations. They're talking with grandparents, laughing with friends, learning from mentors, listening to stories around a table. The drink doesn't matter. Coffee, tea, lemonade, water. What matters is the connection. Maybe National Iced Tea Day isn't really about tea at all. Maybe it's about the making time for each other. June is Effective Communication Month. That makes today's celebration surprisingly important. Some of the most meaningful communication doesn't happen in boardrooms. It happens on stage. It doesn't happen on stages. It doesn't happen during formal events. It happens during ordinary moments. A parent talking with a child, a friend checking in on another friend, a spouse asking how the day really went, a neighbor stopping to chat, a mentor sharing wisdom, a grandparent telling stories. Communication isn't just speaking. It's listening, it's understanding, and it's being present. And sometimes all it takes is sitting down together with a cold drink and give someone your full attention. Think back to your childhood. Many of us remember gathering around the kitchen table. Maybe there was a sweet tea. Maybe there was iced tea. Maybe there was coffee. Ugh, never around my table. Maybe there was nothing but a conversation. But those tables were classrooms. They taught us values. They taught us stories. They taught us family history. They taught us who we were. They taught many families. Today, many families struggle to find the time to eat together. Schedules are packed. Activities filled every evening. Phones compete for attention, yet research consistently shows that families who spend time talking together build stronger relationships. Maybe one of the greatest gifts we can give each other is our presence. Not presents, but our presence. Think about that. Today's featured giving partner is Safer, Cleaner Water. Think about this. We're celebrating a beverage today, but none of it exists without water. Creating tea with dirty water does not make it safe. Definitely doesn't make it taste any better. Clean water is one of those things that many of us take for granted. We turn on our faucet and expect safe drinking water. Millions of people around the world don't have that luxury. They don't have faucets, let alone clean water. Even here in the United States, communities can face contamination, infrastructure failure, natural disasters, and water quality concerns. Water affects health. It affects safety. It affects the quality of your life. It affects entire communities. Safer, Cleaner Water works to help people better understand water quality and emergency preparedness. Their work reminds us that some of life's most important resources are often the ones we notice the least. Today, before you enjoy a glass of iced tea, take a moment to appreciate the water that made it possible. If you would like to find out more about how you can make sure that you are protected in case of an emergency, having fresh, clean water in your community, in your home, scan this QR code and you can get a hold of Mark Miller, our wonderful giving partner at Safer, Cleaner Water. They're offering a special with 2 emergency filters that can help you and someone you love maintain a safer life by giving you access to clean water. So let's try something together. Think about the 3 simple things you're grateful for right now. Not expensive things, not big achievements, simple things. A comfortable chair, clean water, a friend, a pet, a meal, an important phone call, a sunrise, a memory, a laugh. Sometimes happiness isn't found by getting more. Sometimes it's found by appreciating what we already have. So here's our challenge of the day. Here's your mission. It's very simple. Invite someone to have a conversation. Invite them over for tea, coffee, a lunch, a walk, a phone call. Whatever works. The goal isn't the beverage. The goal is the connection. Ask real questions. Listen carefully. Be present. You might be surprised how much difference one conversation can make. Today's What You Got question of the day is, what simple thing in your life are you most grateful for today? What simple thing in your life are you the most grateful for today? Share your answer in the comments, please. Then share this video to others in your network. Like, share, subscribe. Make sure everybody else can participate in this, and let's make sure that this communication continues to grow with what we're doing. I also would like you to make sure that you scan the QR code, get a hold of Mark Miller. One of the ways that you could do this is by simply getting a hold of me at Zak, Z-A-K, at communitypayitforward.us, Z-A-K, at communitypayitforward.us, and say, Zak, I would like to talk to Mark and find out how to make sure that my community has safer, cleaner water. And I will make an introduction to you and Mark Miller. And a portion of that sale will go to a mission partner you choose. Your answer may inspire someone else to see the blessings of their own life. So thank you for joining us for today's edition of What You Got. As you go through your day, remember that life isn't always about big moments. It's often about the small ones, the quiet conversations, the shared laughter, the unexpected memories, the simple pleasures. A glass of iced tea on a warm afternoon. Take time to slow down. Take time to connect. Take time to appreciate what you already have. And until next time, please keep making a difference. Keep paying it forward and keep asking yourself the question that brings us all together every day. What you got? My name is Zak Clayton, President and Founder, Community Pay It Forward, Community Come Together Compass, and the Pact Podcasting Networks. Reminding you that if you're not helping someone, you're hurting everyone. No one has to walk these problems alone when we all come together. And please, also remember, just never shut up, because silence has never helped anyone. We'll see you tomorrow, right here on What You Got.